design is a creative thing. Can you explain for us what design is and the process that you go through?
Design is really about taking, looking at problems and taking ideas through a process of making things better, if you like. So people see a problem, and then they do some research to speak to people about the problem, and then they maybe come up with some different ideas that could solve the problem. And they develop what's known as prototypes, where they build sort of demonstrations of what could work.
Hello, I'm Caitlin Smith at Distance Lab, and I'm going to interview Andrea. Hello, Andrea.
Hello.
Would it be okay if I ask you some questions?
Yes.
What do you do in your job at Distance Lab?
We work on different projects related to distance and overcoming the disadvantages of distance. So I'm working on a couple of projects right now, which I can tell you about or not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay, well the first project we're working on, it's called Remote Rehabilitation. That's a working title, and we're working with patients down at Rakemore, and we've developed a system whereby they can exercise in their own homes but link up with their physiotherapist and other patients, so they see everybody on their television screen at the same time. So and in this way it's really aimed at people that can't get to the hospital for any reason, but particularly because they can't get there because of travel and distance difficulties. So that's one example of a project that we're doing that's looking to overcome the disadvantages of distance.
Hello, my name is Ashley Christie and I am at Distance Lab. This is Costas who works at Distance Lab. The last time we were here you showed us the green glasses, so how did you come up with the idea?
Well, the idea came around by thinking of how to use technology and how to give information when you're sitting in a village in rural Scotland. So I was just thinking, well, I don't really want to give information to people about this place by, big screens and computer systems. So what would the world look like if we didn't have the screens? So I had to find a way to simulate that. So what I did was make these glasses that actually vanish the screens.
Hello, I'm Nicole Ritchie and I'm here in the Distance Lab with Richard. Hello Richard, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No, not at all.
Okay. Have you designed anything that has been really successful, and what is it?
I tend to design bits of things that can be quite successful. So I've done software for computers in my time, and that's being used out in the world.
Okay.
In big companies and small companies. So I've done that for a number of years, and I tend to design little parts of little bits of electronics that go into other things. But I haven't actually designed anything you could see it. My stuff's always inside things.
What was involved making the Remote Impact game?
Well, that was a collaborative project. So it wasn't just me working on it, but everyone contributed to it. My part in the game was to build the actual structure, the wooden frame of it, and turn it into a product that you can actually enjoy playing, so something that you can see and attracts you to interact with.
Hello, I am Lee and I am going to be asking Tomoko some questions about her career at Distance Lab. Why did you choose design as a career?
I always liked drawing and beautiful things from when I was small, and I studied textile design in London, and I always wanted to make something beautiful and creative stuff to make impact on people's life, so I chose design as my career.
What gave you the idea of making BuzzBots?
Well, the BuzzBots were a small little fun thing which we made for one of our open days. The drawbots, which we're making today as well. Again, that's not my design. They've been built before, but they're quite fun to build and easy to do.
Have you had any funny things that's happened?
There's always funny things that happen during projects when working together. But one of the funny moments I remember having was when I was thinking about a project I did with a cow. It was a project called Cow Cam. So I put a camera on the back of a cow. Now, as a designer, I'm always used to designing for people, and it's always interesting to talk to people, and it's interesting for people to talk back to you, so you can actually have a discussion and communicate what it is that you want to do, how you're gonna do it, how you want the people to react. But then I had to do that with a cow, and I can't really talk to a cow. I don't expect a cow to understand me, and I can't really expect for the cow to give me some feedback and let me know what the cow thinks. So I think when I actually was thinking about that project, I couldn't stop laughing.
What is your favourite part of working at Distance Lab?
Right, I like working with people here, very, very creative people and unique. And also this work actually made me travel a lot. So I had an exhibition in Singapore, in Japan, in London, and so it's been great working here.
Okay, that's very cool.